Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hold on. Give me a moment. There we go. Hello there, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Also, do you like the galaxy behind me right now? I have like a swirling galaxy as my overlay. Hello there, Jedge. Hello there, Univer. Hello there, Welpor. Hello there, Cyrus. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hi, Miki. I was so lonely. Yeah, I feel you. I know it can be a very lonely experience to just wait a little in the in the free chat. How's everyone doing? Also, by the way, the stories that I'm gonna be reviewing for today is Bishops and James. I don't think James is here yet. I don't think Bishop is also here yet. But, well, they can always watch the VOD. Hello there, man with the beard. What's good, my pumpkin spice lad? Hey. I'm good. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. How is your beard? Do you feel very manly today, Mr. Man with the beard? What did you make? What did you do to make the galaxy behind you clear of planets? What? Well, we do not talk about. Well, let's just say they're not orbiting around me right now. So, do not worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. Just don't worry about it. It's nothing to be worried about. Okay, nothing to be worried about. Shh. Don't. It's called a buffet. No, it's not. It's not called a buffet. No, listen. It's not. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. Oh, you feel very macho and strong today? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I see those muscles. They look kind of toned today. They're really toned. Have you been working out lately, Beard? Literal devourer of worlds. I am not the devourer of worlds. Hello there, Rat Asleep. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hello, Jidaho. So what do you think of the new overlay, chat? Do you love it? Do you like it? Is it a little bit over the top? Well, I kind of like it. You know, it's finally looking like space. Hello there, Ninyopi. You're finally able to join us without joining us in the last second. I'm glad to know. Help George. Hello there, Philip. I like it. Woo, thank you. I would have to thank, hold on, the creators. I would have to thank Freya Mari. They are the ones who did the galaxy overlay. And then I have to thank Suki Haruto for the chat screen and the gaming overlay. It's good and beautiful like you. Aw, thank you. I feel comfy in my new white bubble. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys have a new shell to be in. Do you like the shell? You guys are purple now. You like it? I'm glad you like it. You guys feel comfortable in there. Alright. Without further ado, shall I get started in reading? Let's switch over to the gaming screen. Yeah. It's a bit bigger now. Also, I'm a little bit too big. That's not good. So where do you want to be, chat? Do you want to be next to me? Let's see. I remember you guys were like on the top. Before you were like on the top. But do you want to be here? Which one do you want? Where do you want to go? On top of me or beside me? On top or beside me? Which one do you want? I'm giving you the free will to do this. We look like a tic-tac. You guys do. You guys do look like a tic-tac. Beside, bottom left, please. Yes, let's cuddle. Good. All right. We are purple. Yeah, you are purple right now. I like the new style Chad has. Yes, both. Universe bottom left. Oh gosh, I didn't know you were bottom left. All right. I see you, Chad. You guys want to be beside me, I see. You guys like it cuddly and stuff. Okay, that's fine with me. It is your choice. So I'm gonna be reading Bishops first. That is the goal. Hold on, let me find Bishop's story here. Okay, this is Bishops. Alright. Is this big enough for you guys? Do you see the whole thing? Alright. You guys see the whole thing. let's start. A man woke up lying on the ground in the middle of nowhere with vague memories of what happened. Great start. All he sees is that there was a huge crater behind him. The soil was still hot, and there was smoke coming out of the crater, and several dead bodies lying around the floor. That could work with a period, but okay. He checked his body for injuries. With a few cuts, he was still in one piece. Upon checking further, he noticed something around his neck and grabbed it. It was a damaged dog tag. I don't remember if Bishop consented to me criticizing it, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna read it and react to it. No, I don't remember him consenting, so I'm just gonna be reading it. Is this Miki's origin story? I'm not really sure. I'm not a dog, okay? I don't have a dog tag. That is very short. Let's go to bed and rat food and watch movies and go to shopping. Go home and talk on Zoom or Amigo or something else. I have food and drinks for you. Oh, that is so generous for you, Nino P. Okay. It was a damaged dog tag. The first row of letters were scratched so bad he couldn't read it. However, he saw a word on the call sign. It was barely readable. Call sign, Dave D. David. Maybe it's probably David. It's pronounced as David, but it's written on it. Unfortunately, all other information on the dog tag was so damaged that he couldn't read it as well. So he stopped examining the dog tag. Actually, I like the intro. This is not me criticizing it, but I do love the intro because there's a clear message here. There's a clear, vivid imagery here that I really appreciate. Like the huge crater and the dead bodies lying on the crater. And then the dog tag, there's already like symbolism like used here, and I really love it. Like they have a focus object here, and I just admire it about Bishop. He seems to be really, really good at writing very specific imagery that he has in his head, because I remember that when I first saw his story in Steam before, he has very specific images and scenes in his head. So it's just a normal day in Ohio. You are the crater. I'm not the crater. Miki lore be like, hey, this is not my lore. Come on, this is not my lore. I did not cause a crater. Well, I caused a bigger crater. I caused the hole, but that's not the point here. It's not a crater if it's a big hole. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's not sweat the details. Trying to recall the events of what happened to him, he still doesn't remember his real name, but he does remember one thing. As he stood up, he noticed some of the burnt bodies are still moving. Wow. Usually, a normal person would try and help them, but he was different. By instinct, he grabbed the nearest blunt weapon he could find and started smashing the heads of the moving bodies one by one until every single one of them was not moving anymore. Chat, I have a question. Why do you guys love metal so much? You guys really love writing metal stories, not gonna lie. I'm not judging, but I did notice a pattern. I don't know. Can some of you like tell me like why do you guys love metal so much? I would love to know. What's the difference? Hey, can you find a story about bread if there is one? Wow, this got 0 to infinity quality. Metal, it's cool. Metal. Is that... I'm not judging. I'm just like surprised why everybody is so hung up with metal stories. Metal goes hard. Pure psychopath. You know what they say, you know, if I remember like Junji Ito, he's a really happy man, even though he's written a lot of like horror stories. But if you compare him to like Hayao Miyazaki, he is constantly in depression despite writing happy and fun fantasy stories. I think there's a pattern here. I think there might be a pattern here. I think there's something to be analyzed here. I really want to analyze it, you know, academically. Why is it the case, you know? I find it interesting because even the author of Danganronpa, I low-key forgot his name, but even the author of Danganronpa is really a meme kind of person. And he's the one that wrote a lot of brutality, punishments, death, murder. But he's a very happy-go-lucky person who doesn't really give any care about the world. And then there's like another like otter, another Japanese otter who writes really wholesome stories but is really jaded with life. It kind of shows that there's something going on in there in the creative process. Danganronpa is a fun game. Yes, it's a fun game, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, especially in the younger audience. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. I see like 12-year-olds playing Danganronpa, even though it's like rated 16. I'm like, oh boy. Is Bishop here? No, Bishop is not here, unfortunately. But you can always watch the VOD. So he started like, he grabbed the nearest blunt weapon and and started smashing the heads of the dead bodies up. So he basically mercy killed them all? Yes, he remembered one thing. He remembered these once moving bodies tearing apart a person's flesh last night. A person he doesn't remember. Okay, he has a reason for killing them all. Good to know. He remembered they were surrounded. As a last resort, he threw a grenade. He really loves grenade. Bishop loves grenades. Next to him on the ground to end it all. Yes, he remembered. He remembered they were dangerous. It's been like this for a long time, and all he can do is live, hide, and survive while traversing in the abyss. This old man you could call David is still around Chernarus, still moving forward even after 2 days, 2 years, slowly recalling his memories of the past and trying to survive like you. It's good! It's good! It's a good prologue! I gotta say, it's a good prologue. But Danganronpa has a bear. Yes, Danganronpa has a bear. I know. I'm aware. Like, come on, Danganronpa is my favorite anime. Zetsubo. I forgot how to do the Monokuma voice. I'm not really good at copying Monokuma voice, but maybe a little bit with Junko. Hello there! Hello there, Saigetsu. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Bro, I got this from a juggle 3 minutes ago and still fresh. Hope you like it. What? What do you mean juggle? The Monokuma, it's so silly. Like I can't copy it. I can't copy his voice. I can't. I can't. I really can't. I really can't. I played it first when I was 12. Like, a lot of us did play it as 12. I played it when I was 12. And to be honest, it's not something I would recommend for 12-year-olds. But now that we finished the story, and I can't do much with the story because, well, I can't criticize it, but it's a really good prologue, I must say. I love how there's intrigue already. Bishop, like, you have so much potential to make an intriguing mystery novel, but also more of an apocalypse dark fantasy novel, which is something that you did say that this is some sort of like fantasy novel, since you have your own lore here, like the Chernarus. I don't know what the Chernarus is, but I'm really curious. Like, this is a good intro to a novel. I hope to see more from you, Bishop. I hope you're willing to like let us see more. We want to know what happens next in the story. Like, what is David all about, you know? What is going on in David's head? Like, what's going on in David's head after he killed those dangerous people, quote unquote. We still don't know about it. We still don't know what David is all about. And I love how Bishop wrote David's thought process here. Like, he doesn't remember, and then he starts to slowly remember that these are dangerous people around him. Pretty good. I love it. I admire it. This looks like something I would read. Yeah, it does look like something you would read, and that props to Bishop for doing so. We get exposed to some very brutal stuff when we were younger, and exactly we were. Hello there, Treve. Bro, I got this. Who wants want them? Is that a cat? We love dog fantasy here. I got them from the juggle. The jungle? Hey, Miki, good day to my emperor. Thank you, Imans. You finally arrived. I love dark fantasy a whole lot. Not going to lie to you, chat. But the dark fantasy that I've read, like, I'm not gonna share the title of the novel, but what happens in that novel is that people only get to live to like 20. Men get to live until 20 and women only get to live until 18 because of the bio atmosphere change that happened on Earth, and humans can no longer live because, you know, the ecosystem is pushing them to like shorten their lives, and medicine couldn't advance fast enough in that world. And it was intriguing to me at that time. I read it when I was like 14, and I thought, holy shit, this is some awesome stuff, man. This is something that I need to digest. So what ends up happening in the dark story and in the dark fantasy is a limited amount of like girls are gathered into a manor to marry the son of the prime minister. I think the son of the prime minister, like at least 10 of them were gathered because they are seen as potential humans to live past 18. You can already tell that this is some awesome stuff, all right? And it's literally psychological but also dark, like dark fantasy psychological warfare, because like the girls need to like make sure that they get the spot because they want to live beyond 18. And the main character decides to, okay, you know, I'm not gonna spoil, but the main character decides to be can you share the name? Yeah, yo, that sounds interesting. What's the name? I can't share it. I'm sorry. I can't share it. I really can't. Like, and then there's one more. This isn't really like a dark fantasy, but it's kind of like related to this one. It's related to like bishops, like metal stories. This is the same author that wrote Fight Club. Yeah, dark fantasy and dystopia is different. Why not? I can't share it. I really can't share it. Like, listen, chat. I'm just gonna say it flat out, right? It's one of my guilty pleasures, okay? This book is rated very, very badly on Goodreads, but I enjoyed the book. Okay? I was intrigued. I don't want you guys to like. I don't want you guys to like. God dang, Miki, made reading bad books for enjoyment. We're not gonna bully you. I'll think about it. I'll let you guys know what it like. Oh wait, the genre is YA dark fantasy. YA young adult. It's literally written for women, so I don't know if you guys enjoy YA young adult. You all got guilty pleasures. Bruh, yeah, I know it's bruh, but I did enjoy it. We have trash taste here. I love it. Yeah, dark fantasy is not similar to dystopia. Dystopia, it's more on like a sci-fi setting. Well, not always sci-fi, but there are times where it's mainly focused on a sci-fi setting. Human civilization is either advanced or way, way, way back ahead. And there's rarely any like fantasy in it. It's real. There's like always a scientific explanation for everything in dystopia, or it's a representation of a life, society in a very exaggerated way, in a very pessimistic view. Dark fantasy is an opposite of that. Dark fantasy is definitely more like gore, heavy violence. I can't say the other themes here. Like dark fantasy, just imagine it is like, what is a good comparison? Like the one I said earlier. The one that I said earlier. That's like, I can't say the other themes, unfortunately, because dark fantasy is like, it's more involved in monstrosities of humankind, but in a very fantasy way. Like, for example, bone magic. It can be considered as dark magic. Like, getting bones of the others, grave digging, considering it as magic, sacrifice, but in a more disturbing way. That's dark fantasy. Hey, you guys have Discord? Unfortunately, no. Oh yeah, Berserk. Berserk is a good dark fantasy as well. I'm gonna point at that. And there's one more. Oh, hold on. Into the Abyss. Yeah, Into the Abyss is also a great dark fantasy. Good stuff. Good shit. And Madoka Magica is also good. It's a dark fantasy. Great job. Those are the examples I have. They vary a lot. I like those insane revenge stories that make no sense. I agree. Not gonna lie, I agree. I mean, I did enjoy the Penthouse, so... Woo. Where's the pictures? I want to see the gore and blood and brutal bodies. What? Don't judge. You're gonna have to find that elsewhere. I can't show it here on the stream. Dark fantasy, oh no. Yo, getting boned. Hey, no, what are you getting boned? Are original Grimm fairy tales dark fantasy? Yes! Grimm fairy tales are considered dark fantasy. But it's at least on the third to the last when it comes to like the dark meter. It changes. Like the standard for dark fantasy changes every time. Love those two. Madoka Magical and Into the Abyss. Those are two great dark fantasies that I want to say. I want pictures so I can see the gore and brutal bodies. You can find that elsewhere, Ninyopi. I can't show it to you. I don't want to break YouTube's guidelines, okay? My favorite dark fantasy is Warhammer. Warhammer is a dark fantasy. It would have to be like in the light dark fantasy. In the lighter dark fantasies. There are way more in the bottom of the scale. Like there's a scale here. There's a scale. There's like the upper top when it comes to dark fantasy, and just imagine this is 9 circles of hell. Warhammer is like in the 3rd circle, and then there's like the 9th circle where it's so absolutely dark. Like it doesn't deserve to be read by a lot of people because it's really disturbing. My parents' store is a dark fantasy. Jesus, no. Tell us your parents' lore. Yeah, tell us your parents' lore, Unabear. If you want to share, that is. If you want to share. But overall, like, my favorite genre when it comes to fantasy, like, how do I say it? I am more of a philosophical fantasy or symbolism fantasy. It's a very rare fantasy genre. What kind of like samples I would give? I don't know if you guys read this, but there is a fantasy novel like The Cerulean Sea. And we have... Hold on. I forgot the novel. I forgot the title of that novel. Hold on. Give me a moment. What? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Cerulean Sea. There's one. That is a light fantasy, but it is more on like symbolism and stuff, which is really nice. Symbolism fantasy, philosophical fantasy. And then we have Earthsea. We have Earthsea. And then there is an exception to this. There's another like genre that I do enjoy, and that is historical fantasy. And one of my favorite historical fantasy is Locke Lamora, The Bastard Gentleman. Pretty great series. I just wish I can get through it, like the whole series, but I'm just getting through the first book. I really enjoyed the first book because I love the MC there. I love Lamora, you know? He's a dick, but I love him, okay? He is so unapologetically a thief, and he stole my heart all the way. Yeah, philosophy is really great. I love yeah, I can't pronounce that, so I'm gonna have to Nietzsche's what nights I don't know how to pronounce it, but Nietzsche's philosophy and fantasy is really good to digest, since it dabbles on like it's a little bit pessimistic view on life, but it's a really intriguing notion to make as a fantasy novel. Like the feeling of emptiness, the feeling of pessimism turned into magic. Really great. No beard, y'all are hopeless. Unigroup therapy session when? There's a unique kind of charm in the story that shows you the abject monstrosities residing in humans and the homelessness they offer to those who succumb to it. Yes, it is a really good it's a really good one. I agree. There is a unique charm to it. You're part of us too, so I suppose even the psychologists are hopeless. Hey, yo, what? Listen. Like for me, like my biggest goal in life as a writer is to make a really good philosophical fantasy novel. But I am like, how do I say this? I'm more on the symbolism type. So I remember like showing off my writing to one of my classmates in university, and they said that my writing is really hard to read because it's a novel that it's a chapter that you have to read over and over in order to understand like the whole meanings behind every single symbolism that is in there. And there's a literary theory that discusses signified, the sign, signified, and signifier. That's why like whenever like I try to like write stories, there's always intent. Like every paragraph, every word in there has intent, and it's really fun to analyze in stylistics. Like dabbling in my own stylistics of my writing is really fun. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry for not being able to watch your streams for 10 Mixima. I needed to create a new account. Who are you? Saigetsu. No, my intrusive thoughts are not dark, but they're something you will not want to see, so I'm trying to get it out of my head. The thing is, the more that you try to ignore intrusive thoughts, the more that you won't be able to fight it off. Because it's like the polar bear. It's like the white bear experiment. I tell you to not think about the white bear. Oh, we'll not try to think about the white bear, but we're gonna be mentioning the white bear later on at some point. Oh, hi, Azel. Azel, welcome back. Symbolism, not my forte. I understand, because symbolism is really, really hard to do. It's symbolistic writing is difficult to do because it requires a lot of consistency, patience, and knowledge about many symbols across all cultures, but more on the fact that it's general symbolism. It's really hard to write, and you're supposed to write it in a way that's very natural to the story rather than in your face. I tried to read Nietzsche's books, but his writing was so hard to read. Yes, reading established writers like Nietzsche is really hard to read. You need to get used to reading You need to get used to reading literature as a whole in order to get Nietzsche's writing. Because I remember in my first year, like even I was surprised when I was reading a lot of these literary books because I can't understand very well. Like they use intricate language that is not really direct to your face. You would really have to read it over and over again. Bro, I can't get it out of my head when I see your avatar with the mouth. Really? Even though the lies I understood were crazy. That is Jesus. Yes, Jesus is here. Stop it, chat. Stop it. Even though he's like very symbolic and every line means something, like I said. I'm glad you were able to understand it. But again, it is still hard to read. But props to you. Kudos to you for being able to understand it. So good job. Good job. It means that Nietzsche really connected with you. Because for me, like, although like I understand where Nietzsche comes from in terms of his perspective about life, I don't necessarily agree with it, so I really can't connect with Nietzsche a lot. Hold on. I don't know what theory was that. I don't know what philosophy was that. But I'm more of an existentialist kind of philosophical reader. I believe in existentialism. Meaning like every existence has a purpose. And Nietzsche is literally the opposite of that. That happened to me when I'm reading Plato's works in the past. At first, it's really difficult to understand, but when you read it again, you'll understand the wisdom in it. Plato is one of those, I admire Plato, not going to lie. His work about the apology is not really an apology. He really said, I apologize that you do not understand. Like, I apologize you do not understand the wisdom of Socrates. I wish I could understand everything. You will, if you continue. I understood like 5%, Miki. If you continue to read, if you continue to expose yourself in literature, you would be able to understand. Reading takes a lot of practice. Like I said, reading is a skill, not a talent. No matter what people say about it. No, Nietzsche is an existentialist. Okay? Finding meaning and purpose? No. The thing is, he said like purpose, like in a godless society, that's it. For me, existentialism, finding purpose and meaning within society. Finding a place within society. That's what I believe. I forgot who was it who said that. Hold on, can we like, give me a moment. Just so we can have like a reference who I'm. Existentialist philosophers. That said, which one? That said, that said finding meaning of life. Probably. Who was it? No. Who was it? Hold on. Was it Heidegger? Martin Heidegger. Give me a moment. Martin Heidegger. Who was it? Let's see. Philosophy profound. Compromise that rejects any dualism. Distinction between subject and object in the very language of consciousness, experience, and mind. Thus, the analysis. To the part of his interpretation. Meaning of being that discloses itself in human acts and temporality. Now, I'm gonna have to like come back on you to that. I'll try to post it on community tab. Existence and need just go hand in hand with his willpower and all. I honestly was not expecting the sudden symposium, but I'm all here for it. I have to blame Bishop's like story here. All the best, Chancellor. It's such a powerful view to have. The will to power. Man, like, I guess I can understand why there's like the will to power. Like the need to exist outside of like the people that control you. So like social beings that control you. Living outside of that. I understand that. Just go on. Now we need a philosophy stream. I don't mind like doing a philosophy stream. It will be interesting. We can go over a lot of like philosophers about their views on life, because they do have a point. All of them have a point. It just depends on the perspective that you want to go through. Yeah, let's all blame Bishop because we don't have a purpose in life. No, but the thing is, we do have a purpose. We do have a purpose in existence. But the problem is, it's more like an all-encompassing. Like, if we take out society from the equation of meaning, we kind of lose everything else. At least that's my opinion. That's what I believe in. But let's focus at the matter at hand with James. Sorry, James. It took me a little bit while, but we're gonna be reading it. He consented to criticizing this, so I'll be doing it. Yeah, I know. But there's something about it, like power, the more that you want power is also like an act of rebellion. At least in my opinion. Like, I understand, like, being powerful. Like, in order to be powerful, you must topple everything else that stops your power. Or you must outpower the ones that with power. That is also an act of rebellion. Now we have James. This came out straight from my novel draft, so they aren't edited. Sorry if you see some of my impos. I'll pass. I'll be doing other things, contributing to the trend during that stream. Yeah, I really hope so. I really hope that you are not overwhelmed by this. Like, you're gonna have to get used to it, chat, because I'm literally the kind of like I literally belong in linguistics. We are trained to read between the lines. But let's focus on James here. This came from their novel. I don't know, like they probably made this as a 12-year-old. So let's go. Please focus at the matter at hand, please, chat. That's all I ask of you. Before the transmigration. Philippines night, 7 p.m, rainy. Typhoon season, if you're 20-30 per year. In the middle of the thunderstorm, signal number 1. A guy in teacher uniform is holding a big umbrella to ward off people. So they step aside and don't get in his way while holding a smartphone on his other hand, playing Seal and Flash 2 with mod. I don't think you need to clarify this. Well, that here. This is not a a grammar, like a grammar check, by the way. But if you're gonna like add unnecessary, like accompanied, like if you're gonna add accompanied thoughts, use dashes instead. The longer one, that is, use dash instead. It's better than having it as a parentheses, since parentheses is used for something else. He just conquered the whole England territories and recruiting soldiers in the tavern of one of the cities. Oh boy. I'm willing to excuse this writing because it was written as a 14-year-old. But chat, I'm really curious about the writings that you are doing now. But I'm more curious on the stories that you're doing now, chat. Like, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the development that you had. Like, I'm pretty sure your writing is different now. But if you have writing that is from the current time or recently that you did, I would really appreciate that more. Because honestly, like, criticizing these kinds of works written as a 12-year-old to 14-year-old is really hard because I cannot justify that. I cannot justify this kind of like writing. So please. So this part, there is really no need for this. Like, well, I understand the style. I know what you're doing here, but we'll continue on. The first paragraph, it is a whole run-on sentences. There's no commas, there's no periods. Like, there's more ways to make this sentence a bit more readable for the readers. But again, this is written by James when he was 12 to 14, so I understand. So I'm just gonna make comments here. I'm not gonna full on criticize it because it's unfair. Let's continue on. His name is James, an elementary school teacher going home after dealing with some kids. It's already understood that you're dealing with kids here, since you did say you're an elementary school teacher, so I don't think you need this. Description: a poor guy, don't have a girlfriend since birth, and average looking. I love how this is a self-insert. Don't downgrade yourself, James. Don't downgrade yourself, please. Satellites. Here. Satellites, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is a channel where confidence in yourself matters. I'm always gonna be an advocate when it comes to self-confidence. I don't want any of you ever downgrading yourselves ever. It's okay to acknowledge what you lack, but saying it as a way as an excuse to not improve yourselves, please don't do that. I beg of you. You don't deserve to feel like shit. You don't deserve to feel like you don't deserve anything in life. I want you guys to focus on yourselves, focus on the good parts on yourself, and work on what you lack. Okay, chat? Okay, satellites? Love you. Thank you. Just roast the kids, Miki. To be honest, that's way better than what I made when I was 13. I literally write in scripts. It's pointless to criticize a child from the past, right? It is pointless. That's why I'm making more comments rather than a critique. So if guys don't mind. Hello there, jocks. I honestly haven't felt confident until last year, when this channel gave me a purpose. That's the thing, chat. Whenever you feel unconfident about yourself, I want you guys to remember my words. Okay? I want you guys to focus. Be proud of what makes you who you are now. The things that you're doing now is good. You made a small victory from that class, you got an A. Celebrate it. You were able to do that good. Remember those good times. They may not come as often, but remember, you were able to make victories. It's better to celebrate small victories than never celebrating it at all. The meta perspective. Thanks for those words, Miki. Thank you. I am here. My vocal boards are good now, and this is the last week of summer school. Congrats! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, Kaze! I'm glad you agree as well. Yeah, I'm glad you guys agree. I'm glad a lot of you agree. Because listen, chat. Listen. Listen. I did not raise my satellites to be unconfident of themselves. I make sure that every single one of you comes out of the stream a little better, a little confident than before. You may not believe in yourselves, but I believe in you, okay? I believe in you, chat. I mean, Miki's writing stream is a thing that actually got me back to writing, so I'm very thankful. I'm glad you got back into writing, Saigetsu. Well, Azel. Yeah, satellites never back down. Never what? Hit us with a rocky speech. Hello there, Kaze. I hope you have a great vacation, by the way. Hope you have a fun vacation. That does boost my confidence. I'm glad. I'm glad. Never give up. Exactly. Never give up, okay? Never give up. Believe in the Miki that believes in you. Yes, believe. Hopefully one day, you guys get to believe in yourselves. Because trust me, trust me, chat. I used to be very insecure. I used to be very insecure in life when I was a kid. And then some parts of my high school, I started gaining that confidence. And then here I am now today, boldly facing every strife that I go through life. Because you know, nothing will scare you more. Okay, nothing will scare you more than life, other than your own fears. Okay, the only person that's ever scaring you will be yourself. When it comes to achieving things, when it comes to gaining things. Thank you for the encouragement, Miki. Bread is life. Exactly. Get that bread, chat. Get that bread. Keep it toasted. Toast bread is a part of me. Exactly. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Sai, please do not do this. Don't do this, chat. Do not do this. Do not do this, please. I'm a new subscriber, but I feel that with each stream, I get more confident. I'm glad you do, Rat Asleep. Sigh. Please do not do this. I'm begging you. You can literally type, he sighed. Don't do the asterisk stuff, please. Please. Life is getting more boring. I need more entertainment. Mood. It's a mood. Hold on, I'm gonna comment. Mood. But also, don't do caps. Don't do caps in your novel. Don't do caps, please. Listen, chat, listen. You could write James shouted. You could write James shouted in the sky. And then you can revise it into this. Life is getting more boring. Getting more boring. I need more entertainment. You could literally do that as an exclamation. Please do not do caps lock in your novels, please. It will make your proofreaders get a headache. I'm serious. And one bread for you. Thank you, Toast. Rat asleep and little by little you become unsato. Bread and beard. My biology teacher laughed at my blunder when I answered her question. What's the difference between her and the class? You're shorter than us? Cyrus, here's bread to make you happy. It's okay, Imans. Again, I can still understand when you guys speak. But I am gonna be more critical when it comes to like submitting stories here. Well, I tried many things that my budget can afford, yet I couldn't go on anymore. Period. My life keeps on repeating. Please know when to capitalize and when not to capitalize, chat. Like, this is really one of the basics ever in grammar. Like, it's really basic. Please, doing the same thing every day, I'm tired of it, Jay said to himself. I know I promised I won't do grammar stuff, but chat, this is really the bones, the bones, chat. This is the bones. If you can, I know advanced grammar is hard to get through, but at least learn the basics, chat. Learn the little bit, the basic, the bare minimum. Just the bare minimum. Your grammar muscles are twitching. Listen, chat, I wouldn't be this triggered if it wasn't in your face. But again, this is James writing when he was 13 or 12 to 14, so I'm willing to excuse it. The thing I hate about writing dialogue is trying to find someone finds it before he said, spoke Cheddar. Listen, chat, like, you can look it up. Dialogue tags on Google. You will get a whole list from Cambridge too. Like Cambridge Dictionary will give you a whole list on what to do when it comes to he said, she said. But again, do not abuse it. Do not abuse dialogue tags. Make sure to always include action tags as well. I like that Miki slowly gets more and more unhinged as she reads the story. Because it's what I am. Let's try my luck in London. Again, listen, chat. Remember when to capitalize. Respect these cities, please. They do not deserve to be small caps. When it comes to cities, important places, nouns, specific nouns, please use capitals. Alright? Maybe they have more soldiers to recruit. After he said that, he heard the thunder roar from his ears. And I see a lightning flash and another thunder sound. Please do not do this. Please. No, please do not include this. And if you want an example, the thunder crackles. Oh my god. The thunder crackles. Thundra. The thunder crackles between the clash of clouds in the air. See? There are more ways to get the message across other than asterisk thunder sound. Let's continue. His hair started to stand up. That he looked like a rock star. Okay. Alright. And he gets struck. Dead by lightning. Died. Eternal darkness. Donate, guys. Help me. I'm poor. Wow. This is an interesting way to start the prologue. I was a victim. Cheese, you said this channel give you a purpose and confidence. It makes me really want to hear the story about Cheese and Joey's various mental journeys during the cooperation with Miki. Jesus Christ, guys. Listen. I know onomatopoeias exist, but not in this kind of format, please. Not in this kind of format. I am doing this for your proofreaders' sake, guys. Please. You want to get your story accepted by the editors? Format it correctly, please. They don't want to open a book that looks like a children's book. Alright? A script to a children's book. They don't want that. They want a formal and well done story. Because again, you're selling a book. And if the first page already makes me want to close the book, that is not gonna work. This is a punishment stream. That's a perfect biography idea. Usually it's capitalized, italicized, both, right? For a note. Yes, it is. But again, I am not recommending it to use asterisk. Please. Spare your proofreader some headaches. Please, chat. You want to sell your book, not reject it. Hello there, Admiral. Next, we have Chapter 1, New Life. Everything is spinning. This was my first thought when I opened my eyes and I feel pain in my head. Vertigo. After recovering, he looked around him. Endless trees, fertile soil, broken weapons, as lastly corpses of humans and goblins. How do I get here? What are these corpses doing here? Am I in a hardcore prank? Man, I feel like I'm reading a script for a YouTube video. Isekai is here. I know, right? Isekai is here. Any thoughts on children's stories, writers? Okay, writing children's stories, if you're being told to tone it down for the children in terms of content, please. Percy Jackson is literally a children's book. Children's book doesn't mean the illustrated ones, the nursery ones alone. There's a whole array of children's stories that deserve more love, more care in it. My favorite children's book, Monster Calls. Literally about grief, dealing with grief, and moving on from grief. Isekai. Usually, greedy. Oh yeah, I read it. I have no beta. We go kayaking like this on his vacation. Focus at the matter at hand, chat. As eternal questions appeared in my mind one after another, a lot of memories flowed into my brain, making me stunned for a few minutes. Again, I'm just gonna comment again, this one. Please know when to capitalize, when not to capitalize. Trying not to panic, at the disco, he searched through the memories of his new body. His name is James Wincliffe, a half-elf, half-human. His mother is a poor maiden who made love to an elf adventurer. His father, Arwen Wincliffe, unfortunately died when he was 3 years old while adventuring the Dwarf Mountains when he slipped and fell. His mother, Angelica, died. Wait, what? His mother, Angelica, died when he was 8 because of grief. That is a lot of run-on sentences, chat. I gotta say, Percy Jackson is a children's book that teaches young kids how to become a harem master. Hey, hey, Percy Jackson is not a harem. What did you just say, Saiketsu? Panic at the Disco? Rip Panic at the Disco. My favorite band all those years ago. Thanks to his father's savings, he managed to struggle and survive to reach 12 years old, where he joined the light cavalry scouts of the Stallion Kingdom. A word of advice when it comes to... just a word of advice when it comes to naming historical places. Please make sure you know what you're using, what word you're using. Because Stallion means horse kingdom, and I don't think that horses are the main theme here, but we'll see. Prove me wrong, James. Prove me wrong, 12-year-old James. Prove me wrong. What happened here? As if answering his question, recent memories of what happened came to his mind. They were scouting the weird woods forest near the Great Ball of the Three, where they were stationed. Station? Stationary? Stationary? His scout regiment, that is quite a bold word for you to use, 12-year-old James, composed of 10 young men, is being led by a young baron who just graduated from the military academy, just like them. But as a young, hot-headed officer, the baron decided to dive deep the weird wood forest to try their luck to get more military merits. Man, he used to be... Took an arrow to the knee, he did. Travel bye-bye since he got... Maybe I'm hallucinating, but I think I can get references from certain sections. What is that? What do you think is the references? Must have been watching AOT. I know, right? I think he was. I think he was watching Attack on Titan. Oh god, James, if you're gonna be watching this as VOD, if you think Attack on Titan is the best anime in the world, as a 12-year-old back then, I kinda understand. Let's continue on. That was when things started to go wrong. They got ambushed by 40 goblins. The Baron was first to die because he was leading the charge. His horse got... Okay, maybe it was supposed to be on purpose. It is supposed to be a Stallion Kingdom, but... we'll push through. Got tangled up by a rope and inertia did its job. Well, I gotta say, that's a unique sentence that I've never encountered in any novel before, so... Good job! Good job, 12-year-old James. Inertia did its job. Good job. That's what I'm gonna say. Good job. I'm speechless about that. I'm speechless. Yes, the Stallion Kingdom, where the proud race of centaurs live. That would have been a good kingdom if that's the name. I hope so. Stallion Kingdom sounds like the manliest kingdom ever, where a place from friendship is magic. As a 12-year-old, life wasn't so stressful. He was probably studying immersion at the time. Yeah, probably he is 12. That is the time where you get to learn inertia, so... He was like, oh my god, cool word! Must use in the novel. I'm sure a lot of you have done that, where you like encountered a cool word and then plugged it everywhere. As like a cool... See, I'm smart. I know my words. A lot of you had done that. Even I had done that, so I get it. As they were outnumbered by the goblins, 25 goblins at the back of them and 15 in front, they decided to push on the front. What? Again, repetitions. Front. Listen, if there are like 15 at the front, I know they're gonna be pushing for the front. Not stopping at all, they make their horses push forward at the goblins, killing 7 in the process, while they are unscathed by the confrontation. Why do I relate to that so much? James' writing skills are pretty great for a 12-year-old. Yeah, for a 12-year-old, I gotta agree. Like, I've seen way worse writing skills for a 12-year-old, but... I gotta say, I gotta say, they rush and go deeper front to get to the nearby sentry post, but luck was not on their side. In front of them is rope tied up to between the trees. You know, with all of the capitals, like, at this point, like, I would have to think, what does started to get wrong mean? Is there a symbolism here? They got ambushed by 40 goblins. Is this also, like, is this a sentence or is this an implication? And then he was leading the charge, his horse, TM. It feels like a horse, TM. And then we have another one in front of them. Rope is tied between the trees, TM. All I'm thinking, trademark. like, there's so much capitals everywhere that I'm starting to think, is there a lore behind this? Is this on purpose? Are all the trees some sentient beings somehow? Hey, how good was my novel at 14 years old, Miki? I gotta say, you at least you have a clear vision for your novel as a 14-year-old. Good job on that. Good job. At least you weren't capitalizing everything. At least I appreciate that you do get the basics down when it comes to writing tension and all that. So props to you. Props to you. But again, this is 2012. I'm willing to 2012. I guess this is written by James at 12 years old, so maybe his writing from 14 is different. It's not a good comparison. It's like apples to oranges. Do you think James has an updated 2023 version? I don't think so, but we would have to see if he comments in this video. Hopefully James comments on this video, giving us the updated version. Let's continue. Speeding and unaware of what is in front of the house because of the panic of dying, they were struck and dismounted, leaving them struggling to regain their footing. They stand up and regroup, form a circle, and try to defend. One of his teammates nearly cry. And you look at the surroundings. Okay. Honestly, chat, I think those capitalizations were from the autocorrect. Yeah, he could have been writing this on his phone. So, possibly. But here's the problem, you know. What I've noticed from 12-year-old authors, they are not good at keeping sentences concise. They really don't know how to do commas just yet. And that concerns me because that means that the education is not really clear on how to use commas properly. And that concerns me because there's a difference between seeing James's work. I forgot as a writer. I forgot the name. Never mind. I hate it that I used to creepy fast in a fanfic with self-insert. Why a plastic chair? But there's like a huge difference, you know, when I'm reading like 12-year-old essays from this country compared to another country. It makes me so concerned that there is a difference in curriculum. I'm pretty sure at this point, like if we're at 12, like you should be able to like recognize, you should be able to construct at least a good or simple sentence structure. That is something to note here. Let's continue. They are surrounded by 100 Now they are surrounded by 100 goblins, looking at them as if they're already dead. Fear and despair succumb to their minds, as if feeling the despair, the goblins change while maniacally laughing. Oh, charged. Hello there, Shanu. Meeting them with their swords, James and his buddies stand firm on their grounds. Yeah, the 2010s were wild. Clash of metal and wood soon can be heard around the forest. They scream, they slash, but it doesn't matter. It feels like the enemies are endless. They manage to defend and kill a few goblins, but they are surrounded. I sure hope my story will get chosen. I want to confirm whether I should continue and revise it or not. I am afraid of my kid's self-worth. To be fair, some people are really slow learners. I didn't know how to write essays properly until I was high school. I understand. There are like different paces when it comes to learning. It's okay. I understand. Language is a difficult thing to grasp on. So I'm not like solely blaming it on the curriculum or anything. But there is a difference. I still can't help but point out the difference that I've seen. And again, it also depends on the passion. If a kid is more inclined to learn English, learn how to write, then they will definitely be more advanced compared to the others that are like doing it casually. So I don't exactly blame them. Yeah, that's a big leap from a group of goblins to a horde. It was like they started from 50 and then they started from 100. That goblin horde will have a feast today. I think they could write it as they fought wave after wave of goblins of increasing numbers. Yeah, it's like I understand the specifics here, but at the same time, the more that you specify the numbers, for example, the 50 goblins, the 100 goblins, it leaves more to inconsistencies and a question that readers will have in their minds, like why is it continuing? Like, do they just never stop? Why is it specifically 50 goblins? Why couldn't they send 10,000 goblins if they want to wipe out the human race already? It's really weird. That is why my suggestion is keep it vague when it comes to things like these. Unless you're writing a war novel, then yeah, you should specify. But if you're not writing a war novel, keep it vague for your sake. Yeah, it leads to more plot holes. So be careful of that. They were killed by goblins, smacking them in the head using clubs. Some guys got slashed on their throats by rusty short swords. I like the sentence. Luckily, he got a club and survived and occupied his buddy. Present. Washing his dirty and bloody body near the pond where he died naked. I love how he had to specify that. He don't have clothes. Again, he had to specify he's naked, but then in the next sentence, he don't have clothes. He doesn't have clothes. He does not have clothes. Maybe he got looted by the goblins. What am I going to do now? He thought. Ping! Welcome, host. I am your steel and flesh system. Please check your status host system. A light blue, semi-transparent status window. I love how it has to specify. It has a format. It's like one of those light novels where they do this little ping thing. But over the years, light novels have decided to use illustrations instead when it comes to like pop-ups and everything, which is something I admire. I will continue. System trope, I know. I'd be damned if I caught the eye from a goblin, which I could beat up. Exactly. Yeah, they took his clothes. James Wincliffe, 2300. Half elf, human elf. Level 1 out of 100. Health 2530. Mana lock. Tip. Build your core. Core, none. Strength 15. Agility 15. Endurance 14. Intelligence 20. Leadership negative 10. No, hold on. 10 out of 100. Squad info. Advisor. Inventory. Map lock. Tip. Build village. Check your inventory. Host. And click things by using your mind. There you will see your beginner starter pack system. It does remind me of a light novel now. Inventory. Well, inventory. Whatever the shit it is. Things. Siege weapons. Ships. Locked. Provision. Diversity. Materials. Things. Beginner starter pack. Open. I use my thought to click. Oh my god. Yes. GLaDOS. I love character bios. It's a guilty pleasure I didn't partake in much recently due to the need for consistency. Chat. When it comes to like character bios, if you really need to put the character bio, put it at the appendix of your novel or put it at the start of your novel. Or if you have an illustrator, at least someone to help you format the character bio, you can put it in between the pages. That's fine. Just don't like... You see, there's like a psychology when it comes to printing pages, alright? There's a psychology for that. If a reader like sees like, oh god, there's a barrier, there's something getting in the way of them flipping to the next page, they will put down the book. It's sad, but they put down the book. That is why you see most of the world maps from fantasy worlds at the beginning or at the end of the book. It's in the appendix. I use my thought. Click yes. Congratulations, host. 50 days worth of food. Wheat, fruit, veggie, and meat. Enough for 100 people. Leather armor. Wait, this is a beginner's? This is a beginner set? Leather armor set rare. And longsword rare. 10 expert swordsman. English. English? Energy? I don't know. 5 expert archer. 20 swordsman. 10 archer. And a village. Building. System. System type is isekai. Yeah, true. I'm still figuring out what genre it is and what writing style. I get what's going on here. James said it is a fantasy. I get the fantasy part, but I really think this dives more into light novel genre writing, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with light novel genre writing. But I just think this needs more revisions. That's what I'm gonna say. IO wheat? Like, how do you process that with nothing? Beginners? If this is the beginner set, then what's the veterans? Veterans is just colonizing Mars. Exactly. This is a little bit unfair for beginners. Like, there's just way too many stuff here that beginners won't actually receive. Okay. So I'm gonna have to, like, black out this one. Hold on, let me black out the screen for a bit because James did not get rid of his email and I don't want to dox him live, so I'm gonna skip past that part if you don't mind. So thank you. He forgot to remove his email, so personal email, so I have to protect them. Okay, let's continue. After checking his status, he immediately got the free clothes from the system. After it looks bad, but it's free. I can't believe he had to complain. It looks bad, but it's free. Well, I should take note. I also wrote an isekai when I was 13. That's eerily similar. I'm sorry to ask, what's an isekai? Isekai transported to another world. 50 days worth, like, that's for a marching platoon, not for a beginner. Exactly, it's not a beginner set, but it's fine. It's fine, there's nothing I can do. He then wears the rewarded items in his inventory before checking his other rewards. Wow! Expert soldiers at the start? These rewards are awesome and the village should start my faction. I wonder if the soldiers are loyal. System. Are these soldiers loyal to me? Yes. Host. All summons are loyal. You can check their loyalty with the system. But as long as they are summon soldiers' loyalty and morale is always full. So do not be afraid of desertion. System. Summons all of them, system. Shoot, the story I sent was a... If there's a living room, is there a dead room too? I don't like isekai stories that use system or status stuff. Me too, but I am willing to excuse it if it has a good format in the story, if it has a good format in the writing, in the pages, but if it doesn't, I'm just gonna put down the book and just refund it. Like, please. The good thing about Japan is that they did the illustrations thing, so the readers don't need to have a headache anymore. Because I remember back then they just used different types of fonts, like a coding font, and I'm like, now they have illustrations, which is a good step up. Konnichiwa. Miki, did they submit the stories through mail? James? No, they submitted it through Google Docs here in the forum. You can submit your story right now here in the forums. Feel free to submit it. I don't mind. I would appreciate it if you guys can send your own stories. Please, I'm begging. If you can send stories that you have right now at present time, I would appreciate that more because I can actually critique it head to head. If you guys continue like giving me these 13-year-old stories, 14-year-old stories, I cannot critique it properly because again, it's unfair. It's not fair to critique something that's written from the past that is not in the best version of you right now. So let's continue. Summoning is complete. System. James just blinked his eyes and then he was shocked. What he saw in front of him is an orderly square formation of soldiers. The soldiers all kneel in one foot and say, "We are your servant. Rise!" There's no like dialogue tag here. "Yes, master." They stood up. James then ordered the expert archers with some swordsmen to scout the area. If there are any goblins, beasts, and humans nearby, wait for the news. He's trying to estimate how far is this squad to the wall. Why? It's simple. Should he build his village near the Three Races Alliance and be afraid of humans and now greenskins attacking him from both sides to plunder his territory? It just goes on. There is no commas. There is no periods. It just goes on. I am forced to like wrap my way into the story. I like a webcomic called Strongest Man from the Mental Hospital, and the MC is just a dude who does the most random stuff to the point of getting his system worried for his physical health. Slay. Where's the doc staying? Like, it's on. He literally wrote it in his Google Docs. He literally wrote it in his Google Docs, so I have to like censor it. Village building trope get. I think everything under the sun is here. Like everything under the sun is here. I think all of the isekai tropes are here, but I'm willing to excuse it again. He stood up. What? Okay, here. He waited for the scout reports. After waiting for a couple of minutes, they came back. One of them stepped forward and started reporting their findings. Master, there are no enemies nearby, but there's some blood trails and little footprints going westward away from us. The owners of his footprints seem to be the ones that this world called goblins. The blood is kind of dry, so maybe they are already away. Again, no dialogue action. Like, there's no dialogue and action tag. Should we track and kill them, master? Another expert archer chimes in. For a 12-year-old, I'm glad you're able to use a chime in. Like, I remember when I was a 12-year-old, I didn't even use chime in before. I used cut in. No, we are marching south of the forest, 100 kilometers away from the weird wood forest, and come to elf forest of living trees. I will build my base there and slowly expand our territory. James, no dialogue action tag. The system is actually like a high-level system. That's an answer. Isekai Slime's Great Sage. I know, right? Spread out the scouts while we march. You 5. Stay close and protect me, James. We gladly obey. Alright. After 5 days of marching... I remember this. I remember the Wattpad days. Like, this indication thing is so common in Wattpad. I doubt James wrote anything in Wattpad, but this is such a common thing for 12-year-olds to do this kind of label thing. Either they do this or they do this. I know some of you have been doing this in your old works. Yeah, Wattpad. I know some of you do this. Questions. Are dead dove do not eat fanfics allowed? It's not allowed. I am not allowing dead dove do not eat fanfics. Again, if you check the guidelines of submitting original works, again, I literally wrote there, submit original works. And avoid explicit content that involves physical, mental, sexual, anything that is within YouTube guidelines that are not allowed to post, please. Anything explicit, please do not. I am willing to excuse symbolism and implications, but not explicit. Please, chat. Please. As much as dead doves are enjoyable for some people, I do not actually condone. I do not condone some of them. It's not my thing. It's not the type of stories that I want to critique, and it's not the type of stories I want to read either. Because I'm also going to be showing this to you guys, and a lot of you don't like a lot of you may not be comfortable with it. Not a lot of you would be comfortable with it. And again, YouTube will bonk me. I used Wattpad to read those cheesy romantic stories. I'm gonna start writing again after 5 years. I've been spending my week designing the modified Barsock, which would be released later tonight. My barotrauma story is also underway. I'm glad it is. I can't wait. Please submit it in the forums, alright? Submit it in the forums, and I want to read it. I absolutely want to read it. And again, let me remind everyone, there will be a Play With Me stream on Sunday. August, what is it? August, Jimmy's. August 27. So look out for it, chat. Look out for it. Let's continue. An expert archer came running from the front. He looks like one of those scouts he sends to survey if there are any ambushes. Stopping 10 steps. I love how he has to specify 10 steps. You could just say steps away from him. James asked what happened. Is this supposed to be a dialogue tag? Maybe not. The expert archer perform a salute and say, not the Collins. Master, we found something important. There's a big pond of water in front, 300 meters away from us. 20 goblins with clubs and 5 goblin archers are camping nearby the body of water. James smiled and said, Colin, good job. Now I want you guys to scout nearby if there are more goblins around the pond. The expert archer takes 3 steps backward. Again, you don't... But if you really want to specify it, you could do this. If you really want to specify that, 3 steps backward. If not, there's no need. There's something you could just write, took a step backward. Looks like we're about to have a modified version of the Barsock with a lot of firepower. Agreed. Then he'd leave. After 30 minutes, they arrived near the pond, hiding using the big trees of the weird wood forest as a cover. The scouts reported that the goblins seemed to be in this area, so he plans to take this part of woods as his and build his base here. Hold on, he's building his base in a goblin infested area? James, are you okay? Like, listen, chat, like, listen. I may not know what James is going on, what is James doing here for him to decide, yeah, let's build the base where the goblins are. I feel like it's a bad idea. Okay, continue. Here's the plan. Also, if you're wondering why, listen. Because according to the stats, he has 10 out of 100 leadership. That is still leadership. Okay? Yeah, exactly. That's building a house in the middle of a battlefield and in a war. Please. James, you have a little stats in leadership. Use it, buddy. Use it. I believe in you. Here's the plan. I want the expert archers to target the goblin archers while the other... See, it is on purpose. He built a base in a goblin-infested area to kill the goblins. They are outnumbered. Well, he has plot armor. James probably has plot armor. But they are still outnumbered either way. They fought 50 goblins. They fought 100 goblins earlier. James literally almost died. He got looted. And I don't think he will get another beginner set if he dies here. So James, what is not clicking here? Where's the genius here? Where is it? Where's the intelligence stat here, buddy? I know it says 10 out of 100, but we need it. A little bit. At least 10 is better than 0. James, where is it? James, buddy, tell me. Yes, master. The goblins do not have tents, only clothes on the ground with an easy target. Taking their potions sneakily behind the trees, the expert archers aim and draw their bows. Behind him is James with 2 expert swordsmen side by side him. He asks the expert archers, do you have a clear shot? They only nodded their heads, extremely focused. Ready? The men start beating heavily. Go! Swish! 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 Alright. James is hiding the enemy's trees. That's like building a house in the middle. See, a lot of you understand. Okay, first of all, okay. Listen here, like... Again, the plot armor, the plot holes. Listen, if 50 goblins... I know there are like 41 right now. It says in the story there are 41 of them right now. There's 41 in James' team. And assuming that the goblins, 50, can take down an army, a human army that James is in. 50, by the way. And it was a human army. If 50 goblins, 100 goblins, 150 goblins can take down a human army, what more if it's like 41 humans versus how many goblins? Probably 10 or 20. That is not on par. And then it says here, do you have a clear shot? Ready? Fire, I guess. They think they can take him down. And if I continue to read this, and it says they were able to take them down, the power dynamic, the power levels of the goblins is not clear to me. This is why I'm really nitpicky. Like, not nitpicky. This is why I'm a little cautious about light novels. Because a lot of light novel genre writing consists a lot of power inconsistencies. Like, for one second, like, the dragon is fearsome, hard to defeat. And then all of a sudden, just some random boy, 15 years old, 17 years old, 12, maybe younger, was able to defeat him with one sword. Again, I'm just gonna quote Reki, you know. Sword Art Online, Reki, you started all of this. Reki, you started this. Excuse me, why is me... Listen, chat, listen. I'm gonna say this outright, okay? Listen here. Come closer, come closer. Hold on. You wanna know why I'm blinking one eye? Come here. Come closer. I'm gonna whisper it to you. That's because I'm scratching my eye. Alright. Listen, chat. Sometimes I scratch my eye. Okay? Perhaps that's a Goblin's Elite unit? Possibly. I think James' power leveling system is capping. Exactly. Hello there, Amelia. Thank you so much for tuning in today's stream. I appreciate it. Thank you. Next up, wake up from their stupor only to have arrows on their heads. See, they were able to defeat them immediately. They were able to defeat them immediately with only 5 archers. Again, this is why I'm so scared of light novels, light novel writing, because sometimes they are not really consistent with the power levels. Hello there, Amelia. No, I'm not. Well, I can't speak Indonesian. But you're welcome. You're free to think whatever you want to. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like Indonesian satellites here that can help you get in the chat. Expert archers be like, I guess maybe even if it's an expert, if the goblins were able to take down a human army as 50, then I'm sad to say, chat, they have no match. But 5 expert archers from humans apparently took down goblins. Hello there, Saigo. But halfway to the charge, another 33 men walked out of behind the trees. 10 archers immediately fired. Which men? Which men? What men? The goblins? And then injuring 5 goblins. After the second volley, only 10 goblins are remaining. What? Like, how many goblins are there? 50? 50? Oh! Oh gosh, now that I realize it, a lot of you are Filipinos. Okay. Where's James, you ask? He is still behind the archers with 2 expert swordsmen with him, obviously. This body is trained to scout, and the soul mind that is occupying the body is a teacher. Well, that's deep. What do you expect? The previous him maybe can fight, but him? What? 10 minutes after the they started killing. Wait, they won? They won? James' ancestors watching his character get beaten up by tiny medieval green men. I won't be surprised if it's a goblin region. Yeah, it is a goblin region. Wait, you mean to tell me they won the battle? Glad you're new here, Saigo. We're glad to have you, Saigo. Welcome! Wait, hold up. You mean to tell me they were able to defeat a goblin village when they couldn't defeat the 50 goblins with a human army? What? Hold on, let me just clean my invisible glasses. Okay, let me just I have to clean my invisible glasses. I need to reread this. Welcome to the space. Yeah, welcome to the black hole. Welcome. Welcome to the Astro Paragon. Yes, of course. He wants. Wait, he took down the Goblin Village in order to make the village here. I mean, props to him, but again. Okay. Construction complete. System. Hey. Oh my gosh. I didn't know there was another one popping up. James, for heaven's sake, do not dox yourself. Okay, finally. Alright. James, I actually stopped this because I'm busy with college and still busy. Wait, what? Wait, hold up, wait. Wait. Hold up. No, this is cap. What did it say in the beginning? This came out straight from my novel draft, so they are unedited. Wait, hold up. Wait. You mean to tell me this was made and you did not make this as a 12? You did not make this as a 12-year. No, this is cap. This is cap. This is cap. Okay, this is. Okay. I forgot to read the second sentence. Sorry. I really want to show my comic that I draw when I was in the primary school. That helps me not. What? Wait, what? What? Wait. So is this based off the comic that you... What language do you speak, by the way? Hello, I'm from Indonesia. Greetings, Indonesia. Greetings from Indonesia. Well, I speak English the most. I can speak a tiny bit of Japanese. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Hello there. I'm from Milko Planet. Greetings from Milko Planet. Amelia, thank you so much for joining us. It's okay. You didn't say any wrong words. I'm happy you guys are here. Hey, more Southeast Asians in the chat. Hello, chat. Hello there, Gooks, Manri. We need to have a word with James when he hops on. Me too, Shanu. Me too. I'm pretty sure I remember James said that he wrote this when he was 12 years old. And then he wrote at the end of the docs that I stopped this since I entered college. Chat, this is don't call me cope, okay? Maybe don't call this as coping, but I need to cope. Maybe James continued writing it 13 chapters. By the 13th chapter, he was already college. Maybe chat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a lot of copium. Hold on, can I... Excuse me for a bit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Go, 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 go. Anyway. Alright. Where were we again? Miki is legit gobsmacked. I'm going to drag him back to primary school. No! Chad, you're not supposed to roast him! Come on! I'm sorry, Miki. Coping won't fix it. Listen, chat. Hold on. Can you, like, give me a moment? It's not enough. Hold on. I need another shot. One more time. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Anyway. I needed to cope. How cute. I needed to cope, chat. I had to cope. Well, chat, thank you so much for tuning in today's stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that writing session that we had. If you want to send your own original stories, please send them in the pinned chat in the live chat right now. It's in the forums. Please send them. I would love to read them. I would be so happy if I can read them. I would love to read them. Who is this J person? He's the one that wrote the chapter from the novel. Tell me, James, because I will drag him back to learn his cause it is about. Please no. Please no. I'm getting a bit nervous. Please don't be nervous, chat. Don't be nervous. Again. Don't be mean. Don't be mean to James. Like, I see his vision, okay? I see his vision. Like, although he does lack not knowing when to capitalize things, not when to not knowing the mastery of basic grammar yet, it's fine, chat. It's fine. We all have to start from somewhere, and sometimes our beginnings are not always good. That's okay. I'm pretty sure that James will continue to improve. And again, you may never know. He probably wrote it as a 12-year-old, and he continued writing it until he was college, and then had to stop because he had to continue his education. Chat, let's not worry, alright? Let's not worry, okay? Let's not worry. Say James... No, chat! Stop it! Don't do that! So who's waiting me to drag James back to... No! Come on, chat! Come on! Don't. Hello there, Wolf! Admiral is gonna be baked. Chat, no. Listen. Admiral... Listen, chat, don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're here to have some kikis. We're here to have some... funnies. It's a funny time, okay? Listen, I barely even roasted any of your works. I only critiqued a little with Beard's story. I critiqued it, helped him improve it, and I did say in James to know when to capitalize and when not to capitalize. Pace the writing, revise it a little, and please do not put your sensitive information in a Google Docs. Miki's coping because of James. No, shut up. I'm not coping, okay? I'm not coping. Don't make me pull out the creature drink again. Please. Dunking a whole soda on my mouth will get me to cough really loud. So please don't make me cope. Please. Don't make me cope. We're just making him a meme. I'm eating cold pea soup right now straight from the can. We are legit burning James. Someone get a fire extinguisher. Hello there, Sosan. Thank you so much for tuning in today. How was your day? Pink hair? I am doing great. I have a good evening. I'm glad you're new. Welcome. The Space Interrogation Series. I'm excited for your sub this weekend. Yeah, I'm excited for your sub. I can't wait to use it in the deep. I'm excited for it. Clip this moment and eternalize James. Please now. Don't make me cope anymore, chat. I need to normalize. I need to go back to my old ways of being normal. I can't keep coping. Please don't make me cope. You have to tick the option to reject criticism. Yeah, you can. Again, James gave his consent for me to criticize him, to criticize his work. If you don't want me to criticize your work, untick the box, okay? Tick the box that you don't want to get criticized. Then I won't. Then I won't tell you what's wrong with the story. I won't tell you anything. I'm just gonna nod and comment a lot of the good things that I found about it. James, after seeing the whole chat burn him alive, this is fine. Please, chat, come on, cut some James some slack, okay? Cut him some slack. He still did his best. He was very courageous and like letting me show off his work here in the chat. Let's give him some slack. Cut him some slack, chat. Cut him some slack. I'm pretty sure you guys, like, when you wrote your stories, you had a lot of things to be embarrassed about. Don't get karma, okay? Don't karma yourselves. It's real. Miki for real needs some coping. Shut the F up, guys. I don't need coping. I don't need coping. I'm not coping. Okay, I'm not coping, chat. Not sure how much coping does for someone's health, but I hope you recover. I'm not coping. I'm not coping. Stop it. I'm not coping, chat. Please don't make me cope no more. I made the story about God making a new race for a world of fantasy and magic. It's first dragon born and I lost it because it's just a notebook and it has been 10 years since I wrote it. It has been, at least you confirmed to me that it's 10 years ago. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Wolfie. I want to rewrite it and continue it someday. As you should. As the mother satellite, I want you all to top it with the James memes. No, please, stop, chat. Please don't make me go. Stop that cope. I'm not coping. Please don't make me cope no more, please. I burned my own notebook of creepypasta fanfics for a reason. Miki making me laugh so hard I'm gonna get in trouble. No. Chat, please cut James some slack, okay? Where's a new subscriber? Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to hug you guys. All right. Do you want the hug, Wolfie? Or do you want the high five? Ah, high five. Ah. Oh, sorry. And then since there's a new satellite, I have to pull out the head pads. All right, head pad time. There we go. Head pads. Ah, head pad. Oh shoot! Stop the pop-ups. There we go. Head pads. Head pads. Hey, stop it with the James memes. You were encouraging it, you the bear. If there are more stories of that quality in this future, let us call it the James effect. No, Aza! Miki's like a witch with a whip when she criticizes seriously. Yes. Okay, listen, chat. Listen. Okay. Listen up. Right, chat? Listen, don't karma yourselves. Karma is real, okay? Karma is not my boyfriend. Karma is never our boyfriends. Please do not test karma, guys. I swear, I swear, chat, what if James makes fun of you guys for having the same writing style as he did when you were 12? Poor James Mainstream Elements has a bias. It's better than calling it the James bot. We can't be copyrighted, exactly. Alright, chat, alright. You guys better not. You better not. I have no boyfriend. Rip. No, chat. Well, went from living in a giant peach to getting burned by chat. No, chat, have mercy. Chat, this is not a roasting stream, okay? We're not here to roast some barbecues. It's not the afternoons. We're not roasting barbecues here, okay? We're not. All right, chat, we're not. But again, I'm gonna have to update the forums. Please, when you submit stories, please do not put sensitive information in there. Please, for the love of God, don't put your sensitive information there, especially when I cannot delete it for you. I'm gonna have to censor it, and sometimes I would be bamboozled. Oh wait, there's another sensitive information here. Please, I'm begging you, I implore you to not include sensitive information. It's not roasting, we're going for deep fry in this. Yeah, me too, Unibear. Started erupting one day. Next time I'll submit the fanfic where I actually get a girlfriend. It's 100 chapters now. Oh my god, 100 chapters! 100 chapters! The James Ripple effect. Oh my god, I feel so bad. You guys are so ruthless. I can't believe you, chat. I swear, God, chat, I really hope you guys don't get karma one day. I swear. What if you guys will get karma for this? Start roasting if ashes are only left. That is so not warranted. All right. Let's stop the cap now. Let's stop the coping. I need a lot of water after this. I need a lot of water. Thank you so much for tuning in today's stream, everybody, and I hope to see you guys in the Barotrauma stream. Let's have fun together in the seas, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.